Okay, so today I'm going to walk you through how to make this square, which is the same square from my other video, the boho crop top. I'm just going to show you how to do a color change because sometimes that can get a little tricky and throw you off your stitch count when you're trying to change colors. So I still have to weave in my ends and assemble this top, but I just wanted to show you that this is what we're going to be making. So for starters, you need a G6 hook, which is a 4.25 millimeter, some scissors, of course your yarn needle for weaving in ends, and then a light worsted weight yarn. For mine, I have used Duna by Circulo. It is 100% Brazilian virgin cotton. It's really soft and it has great stitch clarity. I definitely recommend using a cotton yarn for this top or a cotton blend, something light. Okay, so your first color is going to be the middle or the center of your flower. So I'm using this off-white color. Go ahead and create your slip knot onto your hook. And you're going to chain 7. And you're going to slip stitch into the first chain to form a circle. Now chain 3. And that counts as your first double crochet and chain 1. And you're going to double crochet into the ring. And chain 1. And you're going to do that 11 times. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, because your beginning double crochet chain 1 counts as your first stitch, so that gives us 12 all the way around. You're going to join with a slip stitch into the second chain of the beginning chain 3. So here we have 1, 2, 3. You're going to go right into the second chain and just put a slip stitch right there. And now you're going to cut your yarn. Take your second color. I'm using this pretty yellow. And you're going to join right in that same stitch that you just did your slip stitch into. And you're going to chain 2. Next, you're going to yarn over and put 2 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. Then 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. 2 double crochet into the next space. 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. And you're going to continue that sequence all the way around. 2 double crochet in the chain 1 space, 1 double crochet in the double crochet from the previous round. And at the end, you will have a total of 36 double crochet stitches. Once you've made your way all the way around and put your last 2 double crochet in that last chain space, you are going to join with a slip stitch into the top of the chain 2. Now we're going to start on our petals. So you're going to chain 4. And that counts as the first triple of our beginning cluster. Now yarn over twice, and you're going to insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. But don't finish it off. You have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over twice, repeat that in the same stitch. Pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. So that gives you 2 triples that you didn't finish in this stitch here, and then you're going to do 1 more in the very next stitch. So that gives you 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops, and that is your beginning cluster. For the next petal, we're going to repeat the same, except it's going to be 1 in the next stitch, 2 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch. So you're basically doing a triple crochet 4 together over 3 stitches. So chain 4, yarn over twice, just like you would for a triple. Insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. You've got 2 on the hook. Yarn over twice, insert into the next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2. Do the same thing, same stitch this time. 4 loops on the hook, and then the next stitch. So that gives you 5 loops on the hook. Your first petal will have 4 loops on the hook. Your second and the rest of the petals will have 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, and chain 4. I'll show you one more time. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over twice, insert into the same stitch, 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, insert into the next stitch. Again, you're using 3 stitches for each petal. 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain 4. You're going to repeat that all the way around. And then we'll join with a slip stitch into the top of the first cluster. So I've completed all of my petals. I have my final chain 4, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch into the top of the first cluster. Now I'm ready to change colors. Cut your yarn, pull through, tighten that. So for my main color, I'm using orange. Actually, I still have some of this left. So you're going to join your color into the top of the cluster that you just finished off in, and chain 5. Now you're going to slip stitch into the same stitch, and this is forming our first corner. Chain 5, slip stitch into the top of the next cluster or petal, like that. Chain 5, slip stitch into the top of the next, chain 5, slip stitch into the top of the next. So we've done that 3 times. See 3 loops here. Now you're going to make your second corner. So chain 5 and slip stitch into the same stitch. And that formed our second corner. Chain 5, slip stitch into the top of the next cluster, chain 5, slip stitch into the next cluster, and one more time. Again, we do that 3 times. And then we're going to add our third corner. Chain 5, slip stitch into the same stitch. Repeat that around, 3 loops, corner, 3 more loops. So I've made my way around and I made my final chain 5. Now here you're going to join with a slip stitch into this loop. Then you're going to slip stitch your way up to the top of this loop here. So just put 2 slip stitches into the side, into the chain. So slip stitch into the chain 1, slip stitch into the chain 2, and that just gets us up to the top of the loop instead of cutting our yarn and joining. Now you're going to chain 5 and slip stitch into that same loop. Just adding a loop onto a loop. Chain 5, and this time you're going to slip stitch into the chain 5 space from the previous round, and you will be repeating that across. Chain 5, slip stitch into the chain 5 space, chain 5, slip stitch into the chain 5 space, okay. Now we've reached our second corner, so chain 5, slip stitch into the loop, into the corner, chain 5, slip stitch into the same loop. So now our second corner is formed. Now repeat that sequence all the way around. Chain 5, slip stitch into the chain 5 space from the previous round. Do that in each, and then when you reach the corner, chain 5, slip stitch into the same loop. It's a whole sequence of chain 5s. All right, so I've made my way all the way around, have my final chain 5. You're going to join right at the base of your beginning chain 5 with a slip stitch. And now for our last round of the square, you're going to slip stitch into this loop, into your corner, and chain 2. Do 1 double crochet, chain 3, and then 2 double crochet, and that is our first corner. Now chain 1, and you're going to put 4 double crochet in each chain 5 space around, with 1 chain 1 in between each 4 double crochet. So I did my corner, chain 1, 4 double crochet, chain 1, 4 double crochet into the next space, chain 1, 4 double crochet into the next space, chain 1, 4 double crochet into the next, and then we're coming up on our next corner. So you're going to chain 1, and in the corner it's 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, all in that same space, same corner. So that's what it will look like. You're going to repeat that sequence all the way around. So you chain 1, 4 double crochet into the next, chain 1 after that, 4 double crochet into the next, and then again your corner is chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Just repeat that around. Well, I've made my way all the way around. I'm going to do my last chain 1 and join with a slip stitch into the top of the beginning chain 2. And then cut my yarn. And there we have it. And here is our final square. Thank you guys so much for following along with me. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put it in the comment section. And be sure to subscribe to my channel as I have many more tutorials coming your way. Thank you. See you next time.